Good day, and welcome to this special edition of Spotlight we call GM's Corner, a regular series of short interviews with Lake Monticello's General Manager, Steve Hurwitz, about what's on his agenda and what's on his mind. Nice to be with you again, Mr. General Manager.
As always, Ron, glad to be here.
Thank you. Security issues seem to be running high with you this week. You talk about clarifying what procedures are basically what people should do in certain circumstances. First of all being, heaven forfend, a fire.
Yes, indeed, and this is important. In case of a fire, suspected fire, or anything like that, instead of calling the main gate, people should dial 911. That gets the fastest response. And that was a personal request from the county fire chief to pass on to all of our residents. 911 is the fastest way to get help. If people want to, after making that call, if they want to call the main gate and pass on any information possible so that our police department will also know about it, that'll work too. However, the 911 alert system, our police are on that, so the officers who are on duty will hear the results of the 911 call.
They get it anyway, but yeah. Okay, just even if it's a brief delay in the calling the main gate and then the relay, et cetera. So, and obviously time is of the essence. Fire and rescue has to scramble, actually. So,
yes.
Yeah.
It's very important, and it could help save a life or avoid property damage.
And other security concerns or issues, something going on here of, disturbance around your property or something of that nature?
If people suspect anything, they hear anything suspicious, or in fact they see something happening that they think is a security question or concern, in that case, what people should do is to call the main gate, which is actually our police dispatch center for the Lake Monticello Police Department. That's far better than emailing me at 11 o'clock at night or 2 o'clock in the morning, or emailing Police Chief Abbott. That is not going to get an immediate response, most likely, unless one of us happens to be up. So we're set up with a dispatch system at the main gate. Officers on duty will hear about it and respond. And in some cases, people have even waited 24 or 36 hours to email us about the situation. Well, the best way to address those kind of problems is with the on-duty officer responding to the situation rather than that far after the fact.
Yeah, and the officers are out there. They are on duty around the clock, and the dispatchers are trained. And if it's maybe of some other significance, that they can decide if further assistance is needed, et cetera.
Yes, and one of the tremendous features of Lake Monticello, all owners support the police department. So under Chief Abbott's leadership, they're staffed, they're trained, they're equipped, and they are full-fledged police officers, many with prior, almost all of them with prior experience. And so they know what to do, and putting them on a case immediately is the best action, even if it's just a matter of checking something out. And if everything's okay, that's also good. They're very glad to do that, and we'd rather be able to respond quickly to keep people safe and avoid dangerous situations for everybody involved. Yeah.
Everyone has responded extremely appropriately, and unfortunately a few very serious incidents in past years, and as occasion may need, of course, then the sheriff's office can get involved, even the state police, and it has happened. But meanwhile, we and working, and especially if it's fire and rescue and all that, do have the procedures and work extremely cooperatively. At least that's our experience over a number of years.
It is, and it's worth noting, starting with the county sheriff's department, they interact just about perfectly with the LMPD. Beyond that level, state troopers, state rescue squads have all been here helping under various incidents going all the way back to the Dock 4 fire last year. We had all kinds of state agencies here helping, often without us even asking. The levels, the sheriff asked and they came out. And so the quickest way to get that system working is is to call our dispatcher at the main gate.
And as a matter of fact, as anyone driving around the lake notices, we have sitting in driveways a lot of cars of a lot of sheriff's deputies, some from Albemarle, who are residents of the lake. And these folks, being constituted law enforcement officers, are available in the event there's sort of an all hands on deck situation.
Yes, indeed, and they do respond.
Yeah.
So that's what we encourage people to do.
That's magnificent. Actually, it's also very comforting as you kind of drive around. You see a tremendous homeowner kind of police presence, which is nice.
True, and the relationship is wonderful. The relationship between LMPD and the Sheriff's Department is professional. It's hand in glove. We recently had a major exercise run by the Environmental Protection Agency, a big disaster response exercise, and all the state agencies, I mean the county and state agencies were there and worked together extremely well, particularly the police.
Yeah, that's great. Well, switching off, just come the big joy of having the new pool open for Memorial Day weekend, and then had a little bit of a prang right after that with the pump. Well, did we not?
We had what you have to call a major problem. As part of value engineering on the whole pool project, value engineering is where you look at the whole project and any elements where you don't have to build new and you can use what's in existence, what's already there. This is often true with major mechanical equipment like the pumps. So the pumps, which were not original to the pool, they weren't the original pumps, were operating well and looked good. So as part of a $116,000 package, which reduced the contract price by that amount, we included leaving the pumps in place, as well as the diving board. Well, it turned out that the diving board was cracked upon inspection, so we had to replace that. That took $7,000 off the table. And then the pumps were running, but one of the pumps ceased operating at full efficiency and went to roughly half a flow rate. And that kind of thing isn't good for the pool because the reason is the pumps bring all the water in. The water is filtered, that's one of the main functions, but it also circulates all the chemicals that are used to keep the pool in balance. Fortunately, we had a lot of people using the pool opening weekend, Saturday and Sunday, but somewhere along the line that pump stopped operating at 100% efficiency, and it did make it necessary when on the Monday after the pool, on the Tuesday rather, after Memorial Day weekend, we discovered that the chemistry wasn't right, so we didn't open the pool that day. We went into emergency action and tried two things. One was either to get the older pump repaired or at the same time working with the contractor to get a new pump. Well, it turned out that getting the new pump was quicker, and that was done by the second day, which was then Wednesday. It got installed late in the afternoon into the early evening hours, and we were able to open the pool the very next day, Thursday. And the chemistry has been perfect. It's being carefully monitored and so forth. The pump cost $4,000, which was an additional cost. Kind of ate into that savings, but there was more than $100,000 savings net due to this value engineering. In addition, there's kind of an offset as part of the contract. Since the pool wasn't open, we didn't have to eat the whole $4,000 cost of the pump, only $1,500 of it on a net basis. So people were great. The shark swim team was terrific. We had to notify them just before practice, and they were terrific. So were all the patrons, and we'd like to reward people. We're coming up with a way that we'll announce very soon, where the season pass holders will be kind of compensated, but really it's a matter of a debt of gratitude for their cooperation with additional pool passes, guest passes, that we'll be very pleased to give to them, with the details to be announced very soon.
Okay, all right. Well, we hope that that's just now flawless operation going forward the rest of the summer, and people can enjoy the swim. And yeah, they seem to be enjoying the new menu at the pool snack bar as well.
The snack bar is going great. The menu is very popular, huge sales. Yesterday in the afternoon between about 3 and 4, I never saw a line of less than 3 or 4 people waiting to order their food. It's been very popular. Another important point, people have been very cooperative about the brown bag rule. Only small quantities of food can be brought in other than what's ordered at the snack bar. And if people have more food than that, like a major meal, they're more than welcome to go out and use one of the picnic tables. We had more picnic tables put just outside the pool this year.
Okay.
And people have been doing that.
That's
and it
fair.
appears to be working seamlessly. We have just a great group of patrons enjoying the pool. And we're very pleased and grateful for this cooperation on that particular matter.
All right. Oh, okay. That's very good. Gather, we've talked in past weeks about the basically the we'll say increased effort of the ECC and the hiring of the new person to actually make the rounds in a sense, all on the condition of having the community in good condition and clearing up some things at people's properties that are obviously in need clearing up, let's say. And they've come across, because we have very specific bylaws on things, that apparently come across good old basketball backboards outside, and this has drawn some attention. What's going on with that?
Well, it has, and people have been very considerate in letting us know how they feel about that. And upon inspection, the particular rule has to do with recreational equipment and when it's not in use. So because of this particular application and the basketball goal situation, and what a lot of residents have expressed is it's an important part of their household and their life, enjoyment of the house and the outdoors. We've called a halt temporarily until we're evaluating that rule to see how it applies in today's world and how people are using that type of equipment, which really didn't exist 40 years ago.
Sure, that's right.
At the inception. We're at the 50th year. Well, 50 years ago, those portable goals didn't exist. They do now, and people enjoy them. So we are taking another look at how that really fits what goes on here. Anybody that has an opinion on that, please email me. It always helps to hear from as many people as possible. And people have been generous in sharing their opinions about that particular subject.
Okay. And looking forward, again, on a happy note, Memorial Day to July 4 coming up. A lot of planning to be done.
There is. We're looking forward to a fabulous 4th at the lake with almost the whole staff involved all the way through. It's going to be another great one, and I'm looking forward to it since my wife and I are in our new house.
Oh, good. Congratulations.
So now we're really full-fledged residents. We were renting before, and we're looking forward to it along with everybody else. Just a whole plethora of activities and fun for families, individuals, boaters, all kind of things happening here, along with the fireworks.
Yep. Big weekend, a lot of people involved, a lot of volunteers involved in it. I know takes a big effort, but it's thoroughly enjoyed by the community as a whole. So we're looking forward to it and hoping for good weather.
Good weather and a good time. It reminds me of my hometown. I grew up in a town of about this size, and July 4th was analogous to what we do here at July 4th. It seems like everybody knows each other, everybody's having a great time and enjoying the weather and all the events. So we're looking forward to that very much. Okay,
well, we'll look forward to that and look forward to seeing you before then and after then, of course. And we appreciate your time and your efforts every day, and also giving us a shot at you every couple of weeks here on good old GM's Corner. Thank you very much.
You're welcome, Ron.
You've been watching GM's Corner, interviews, regular conversations with LMOA's General Manager Steve Hurwitz. We hope that you'll take in future GM's Corner and also the full range of broadcasting here on your favorite Channel 977 and also up on YouTube. So Till we see you again, you take good care. On behalf of the broadcast group, I'm Ron Krause. Thanks for joining us, and so long.